students, dear 8th standard students. Just we are in the yesterday's classes. You learned several aspects about ancient civilizations of India. Under that, just in the previous class, we are discussing something about post-Rigveda period. Under that, we learnt the introductional aspects of post-Rigveda period, and also we learned several aspects of their social system, and also we learned something about their economic system. So after the completion of those aspects, today some sort of aspects pending regarding the post-Vedic period. They are political and religious aspects of post-Vedic period. That things now will be discussed. Okay. Post-Rigveda period. Political and religious system. Political and religious system. Political and religious system of post-Rigvedic period. Okay, dear students, listen here carefully. So, just we are in the yesterday's class where we studied something about social system as well as their economic system. So, you are all learnt under previous classes. After that, now we know something about post-Rigveda period political system. Post-Rigvedic period political system. So it means political system means political life of post-Rigvedic period. See, dear students, the southeast geographical edge during the final stages of Rigveda now became the central location of Aryans. Place was inhabited by Kuru, Panchala, Vasa, Usena. See, these are all the several tribes inhabited in the central locations, especially southeast geographical edges, where who live Kuru, Panchala tribes. Kuru, Panchala, and also another tribe, that name Vasha, and another tribe called Usena. See, these are all the several tribes who live southeast geographical edge, where they were live southeast geographical edge. So later on became the central location of Aryans. So it is the present Kurukshetra was the habitat of Kuru tribe. Kurukshetra, the habitat of Kuru race or Kuru tribe. See, so in this way, Kausala and Vaishya tribes are present at the east end of Aryan settlement. That they were living in the northeast, present Uttar Pradesh. They were living in the northeast. They were living in the north east. That is now in Uttar Pradesh. So in this way, their settlements like this, and also Bihar areas also. Uttar Pradesh and Bihar areas they were living. So later on, tribes were the major controlling of political systems. These tribes were major controlling of the political system in their hands. For that purposes, they have worked predominantly in the political activities. During Atharva Veda, during the period of Atharva Veda, Anglos were living in the East Bihar, the Magadha tribe in central Bihar, south of the river Ganga, where Magadha tribes and also Anglos lived there. These tribes were considered as enemies by the sages. The Pundras, who were far east, and Andhras of south were called as untouchables. Pundras and Andhras were called as Pundras and Andhras were called as untouchables. Who were lived in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh regions, and especially these tribes were still not influenced by Aryan's ways of life and language. Dear students, the Pundras and Andhras, even today, they were not follow Aryan's traditions. They were lived separately and maintained distance from the Aryans. That's why they are not influenced till now. They were the ways of life and language of Aryans totally different. These people. This means that the political system of tribes continued even during that time of Atharva Veda. See, the political system of tribes continued even during the time of Atharva Veda. So these are all several aspects of their political system. So later on, the arrival of Indo-Aryans, to the banks of river Ganga and Tranayans at Indian border and West Punjab, due to their invention, the Vedic tribes with superior archery and chariots won over the local tribes living on the banks of river Ganga. The usage of iron after 800 BCE has supported this victory. So they 800 BCE where they were used iron. For the help of iron, they made beautiful chariots and archeries. The superior archeries and chariots with the help constructed by or made up by iron during the 800 BCE. So this was supported this victory. So later on, the improved military power of Vedic tribes helped them to extend their geographical limits. So the usage of iron, it leads to improved military power. improved their military power, and helped them to extend their geographical area. It helped that to extend their geographical. It helped them to extend their geographical area or limits. See, for the purpose of usage of iron, they had improved their military powers. For that, or it helped them to extend their geographical area or limits. Geographical areas or limits. They were going to extend. And later on, as a result of this, powerful kingships emerged. As a result of this, powerful kingships emerged. Result of this, the powerful kingships emerged during the political system of post-Rigveda period. And later on, a king is described in Atharva Vedas as the one who rules all is like a god in human form. So during the Atharva Veda, we reference something about kings and kingships, where we can observe that, or the Atharva Veda tells that the one who rules all is like a god in human form. One who rules like a god in a human form is called as kings according to Atharva Veda. See, here kings in the form of human being but work as a god, like a god. So, here king is nothing but God. They have been thinking like that. So later on, as the accumulation of wealth and power increased, attempts were made in levels the king as equal to the god or the representative of the god. So king considered as representative of God. And all the wealth and some valuables accumulate of wealth and power increase, and attempts were made in the levels of the king equal to God or irrespective of representative of God. More references to sacrifice, taxes and gifts occur at this stage. More references to sacrifice and taxes. So these are the several references appeared during the political system of post-Rigvedic period. And gifts occur at this stage. Gifts. See, these are all the several aspects comes in the political system of post-Rigvedic period. And later on, more references to sacrifice, taxes and gifts occur at the stage. Many complex and wealth indicating rituals grew around the king. A coronation ceremony to mark the ascendance to the throne by the king called Rajasuya. Called Rajasuya. Rajasuya Aga. It means a coronation ceremony to mark the ascendance to the throne by the king called Rajasuya came into existence. During the period of post-Rigveda political system. And later on, as a symbol of king's power, Ashwamedha Yaga gained importance. Ashwamedha Yaga also introduced. Ashwamedha Yaga. See, these are all the several rituals performed during the period of post-Rigvedic period. See, these are all the several aspects, something about political system of post-Rigveda. Dear students, see here, use the term Ashwamedha Yaga. So, what the Ashwamedha Yaga means? What it means? Ashwamedha Yaga means what? You already know something about Ashwamedha Yaga, isn't it? So now I am going to give some hints to Ashwamedha Yaga. It means on the occasion of Ashwamedha Yaga, a special herbs belonging to the particular king would be let loose. A contingent of specially trained soldiers follow it. Whichever places the horse wandered into, the king of that land accepts the sovereignty of the horse owner and pay tribute to him. If suppose he stopped and tied the horse, that act would be seen as a challenge and he is ready to fight against the owner of that horse. Between the two kings would follow. In this manner, horse would return 1 year having victoriously conquered all the territories. It was said that Ashwamedha Yaga was performed. It was the desire of most of all kings. That is what we call Ashwamedha Yaga. Do you understand, dear students? Ashwamedha Yaga endare ಒಬ್ಬ ರಾಜ ತನ್ನ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಸ್ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಒಂದು ಕುದುರೆಯನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಫ್ರೀ ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರೈನಪ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೋಲ್ಜರ್ಸನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ರಾಜರ ಪರಿಮಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಾಡುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕುದುರೆ ಓಡಾಡಿದ ಜಾಗವೆಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ತಡೆದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಯುದ್ಧಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಬೇಕು. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಯಾರು ಅದನ್ನು ತಡೆಯದೆ 1 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಕುದುರೆ ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆ ಕುದುರೆಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಪ್ಪ ಕಾಣಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗ. ಇದು ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದ ರಾಜರ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ರಾಜರುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆಯಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಯಾವುದು? ಅಶ್ವಮೇಧ ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿ such kind of several yagas performed during the post-Rigvedic period kings. See, these are all we called as political aspects or political system of Rigvedic Please write down all those things. Please write down all the points. See what I am telling you. The political system of post Rigveda period. See, write down all the points appeared on the blackboard. Please write down. Okay, over. See, after the completion of political system of Rigveda period, now we can move to religious system of religious system of religious system of religious system of post Rigveda period. Religious system. System of post Rigveda period. See, dear students, in post Rigveda period, the religious beliefs and rituals of Rigveda continued along with changes and additions during post Rigveda period. Dear students, please listen here. The religious beliefs and rituals of Rigveda. What the people of Rigveda period follows rituals and yagas and yagnas, they are continued. Those rituals will be continued by the post-Rigvedic period society. Along with some sort of changes and additions during the post-Rigvedic period. Rudra and Vishnu had gained a significant position. Rudra and Vishnu. First, rituals and beliefs. Beliefs followed Rigveda period with changes and modified. See, this is the thing. And Rudra and Vishnu. Rudra and Vishnu had prominent place in their religious beliefs. Rudra and Vishnu had gained a significant position during the post-Rigvedic period. They become important gods along the Vedic ages. Gods during the time when Brahmanas developed as appendage to the Vedas. There are no direct references to Vishnu's incarnations. It is said that by humbling the local gods, Rudra also took over the legends and mythological of them unto himself. It was believed all things that happen in this world are the result of yagnas, and such notions were incorporated into Puranas are called as mythological stories. Mythological stories. So it means Rudra and Vishnu had a significant and prominent place in their religious beliefs. And later on, in Upanishads, new concepts like karma and rebirth of the soul was created. In Upanishads, the new concepts like karma and rebirth of soul were created. Were created. See, this is the another changes we can observe during the religious system of post-Rebellion. So in the Upanishad, there is a reference about karma and rebirth of soul. Karma means our attitudes, works, and rebirth means one who after the death again we get life. That is what we call rebirth. That type of several concepts created during the religious system of post-Rigvedic period. This aided the place of person in the caste system, which is based on birth. The caste system here happened placed on birth. Caste system placed on birth of man. See, this is also comes or observed during the religious system of post-Rigvedic period. And this became the most important philosophical base for the continuation of caste system in its institutionalized form. Later on, it happens, it converted caste system converted as institutionalized form. So in this way, caste system it converted as continuation has institutional form and philosophical base. Caste system takes philosophical base. See, these are all the several aspects of religious system of post-Vedic people. So now, dear students, we are all studied something about political and religious system of post-Vedic period. So, dear students, please write down all the points regarding the religious system of post-Vedic period. Here, several points are there. Please write down neatly. Okay, over. So After the completion of these aspects, today I am going to give some questions to you regarding the classes of what we studied today. Okay, several questions I am going to give you. Please write down the questions and try to answer for these questions. Okay, my questions are like this. Please write down the questions. Okay, write on the special features of Harappa cities. Write, write on the special features of Harappa cities. Harappan cities. So this is the first question. Please write down. Write on the special features of Harappa cities. And my another question is, write a note on the great bath of Mohenjo-daro. Write a note of a great bath of Mohenjo-daro. So this is the another question. Please write. And my one more question is, name the professions of post-Vedic period. Name the professions in the post-Vedic period. Veda period. See, these are all the several questions. Please write down and try to answer in your notebooks. Okay. Okay, dear students, this is the unit called Ancient Civilizations of India. So, totally there are 5 period of classes about ancient civilizations of India. So I hope that you are all learnt very beautifully all those things. If you have any doubts, please ask to me. Otherwise, I will stop here. The next lesson will be continued in the next class. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.